Hello, Hogzilla here again, and in today's video I'm going to cover how to increase your revenue in Tropico 6. This will not be an all-inclusive list, but just my top 10 ways of increasing revenue. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have a question or your own tricks, leave a comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. The first trick to increasing revenue is to build up your tourist infrastructure. Bringing in tourists to your island can provide increased money and a much more steady stream of income instead of this jagged up and down you might see while waiting for the trade boat to arrive every so often. Just make sure you have enough entertainment for those tourists, as a bored tourist means that they won't be spending money. The second trick is to enact edicts. You can enact the church fee, no free lunch, penal colony, wealth tax, legalized substances, and tax haven to increase your revenue. Keep in mind that most of these have a trade-off in a decrease in faction standing or other negative effects on your island. The third trick is to increase your budgets on industrial buildings if it seems that the raw resource input is full for that building. Increasing the budget will increase production of that building, which in turn means you should receive increased revenue when you export that item. The fourth trick is to make sure you have enough Teamsters. If you do not have enough Teamsters, raw resources and industrial processed goods will just sit there in that building, not being moved to the docks or another building. This can reduce your revenue, as a good or a product just sitting around makes you no money. Consider increasing the budget on Teamsters, upgrade the building, change the work mode, or consider building more Teamsters if you notice a lot of product not being moved around. The fifth trick is having enough housing for all citizens on your island. When you have more people than housing units available, the people will build shacks nearby. These shacks, for one, have lower housing ratings associated with them, but they generate zero income for your island for when somebody lives in a shack. To increase revenue, build housing, as where the people occupy the housing, they will give you a monthly income if they have a current job. So obviously the more people to capacity you can have in a housing unit, the more money you will make on that housing unit. And if you lower the budget a little bit, you can even make more revenue. The sixth trick is signing export contracts with individual countries or superpowers. When you export a product, you are paid a baseline price that you can see on the trade screen. But if you sign a contract for a product with a particular country, they will pay you a bonus, so to speak, meaning that you make more revenue. The seventh trick is exporting the right items. Just about every item generated in the game can be exported. But if you go to the trade screen, you can see the price list to see how much you will receive per 1,000 exported. This amount will vary per mission and per era. So while you might be able to export a ton of logs generally don't bring in a lot of money. So it is better to turn those logs into planks, or better yet, turn the planks into boats or furniture, which brings in a lot of revenue. The eighth trick is to check the work modes of existing buildings. Some buildings will have alternative work modes that can increase your revenue. Some of these different work modes might require the building to be researched in order to unlock these alternative work modes. For example, the casino has the double or nothing work mode that gets you double the money for each visitor that comes to the casino. The ninth trick is using banks to generate interest. The base work mode for the bank allows you to get additional income just for having money in the bank. You will receive 2% interest on your bank balance after wages and the bank building budget has been accounted for. Only use this when you have at least $13,000 in positive money for your balance. The 10th and final trick to increasing your revenue on Tropico 6 is building prisons with the Convict Labor Work Mode. The Convict Labor Work Mode will generate income per prisoner each month they are in prison. If your island's people are unhappy or unemployed, they might resort to crime. So build your police stations and prisons, as I found the prison convict labor work mode quite lucrative over time. That is all I have for this video. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have a question or thought, leave a comment below so I can reply, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.